Hi, KOG here. I'm back for Super Long 17 Guide 2023, performance team number 3. Now, I'm sorry that I was a little bit late, but you know what? I couldn't find this thing. I just couldn't find it. Um, I finally figured out that the this was blocked in my country, which is Korea, and you know what? I finally realized why my videos seem to get blocked so much, while the other people, you know, seem to have no problem reacting to certain content, K-pop content out there. I mean, nobody else seems to have a problem, but like when I try to put it up, I keep getting blocked. Now it seems like Korean, like especially I think TV shows and things like that, they just don't like it being used within Korea. So, so I'm using a VPN. I finally found it. So here we go. Let's go.
This is the performance team.
넌 내 꿈에 살고 아름다우면 날 흔들고 가고 널 기다리고 기다릴게 설레보고 너를 기도하게 해 날 보게 해달라고 너의 움직임 너의 의미가 부담 우리 둘만 존재할 수 있는 그 시간을 열고 그럴 수 있다면 그래 그럴 수만 있다면 나를 그려낼게 13월
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know where this performance was made, but something like this might be like a TV show or something, and just totally blocks it. I have no idea what yabai is. I think that's Japanese, isn't it? But lili yabai. I'm lost. But this is cool though. It's very like Oriental, theme going here, obviously. Okay, in an older Korean like singing music, there's a very famous like a chorus, nonsensical chorus that's like liliria liliria, no. Anyway, maybe that has something to do with lili. I have no idea. I'm not sure. Still confused. No, because Ayaba is not Japanese, obviously, because the song is in Korean. Why would they just stick in a Japanese word? It's not a Japanese release. Lili yabai? Yabai. Maybe it's yabawi. Yabawi means someone who is like a sting operation, or someone who are cheating or duping somebody, something like that. Please somebody tell me.
Continuing with the performance team, we have Hoshi or Kwon Sun-young.
호시, 권순영.
He's the leader of the performance unit. Since pre-debut he's been creating choreographies, working with the main choreographers and giving inputs on performances.
이번 퍼포먼스를 또 준비하면서는 뭔가 그 소년의 슬프고 그 복잡한 감정을 좀 이렇게 동선으로 많이 풀어보려고 했었어요. 그러니까 뭐 예를 들면은 슈아형 파트 때 이렇게 되게 막 이렇게 연결돼서 막 줄처럼 이렇게 꼬여 있잖아.
그 안무를 짠것 중에 내 파트 가루 등을 표현한 게 난 되게 특이한 게 자기가 직접 보고 느낀 그 감정을 안무에 묻힌 게
호시가 보고 느꼈던 가로등이 어떻게 생겼는지 한번 보여드려.
제가 느꼈던 가로등은 그 사무실 근처에 있던 건데 진짜 이렇게 생겼어요.
이건 불을 표현한 거.
네, 진짜 불이 깜빡깜빡거리더라고요. 이렇게.
아 진짜 그걸 보고 안무를
홈
As performance team leader, he's
He's a great choreographer. I mean, he's a great dancer, but another heart of the 17, right? Uzi and Hoshi.
an amazing dancer. He really loves tigers and thinks he is one. And no one can convince him otherwise.
이런 거 넣어도 돼? 이렇게 약간 호랑이 같아.
호랑이다. 하나, 둘, 셋. 자, 지금 어떻게 됐죠? 지금요. 보시는 호랑이가 아니다라고 발견했습니다. 호시가 혹시 호랑이다라는 질문을 쓰신 이유가 있나요? 호랑이를 좋아해요.
그러니까 좋아하는 거랑 호랑이인 거는 그렇지. 그러니까 본인이 호랑이인 것 같아서 병원에 가셔야 돼.
Makes sense.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 혹시 호시에 들어오신 여러분들 안녕하세요. 호시입니다.
어흥.
I love this song. You know, the how I got into 17 was I started with Hoshi, so I checked out a lot of his stuff. You know, the spider, tiger, all that stuff. But anyway, it is odd. You gotta be fair. It is odd to be like totally immersed with an animal, like having a spirit animal. Well, unless you're, I don't know, in a American Indian tribe or something, it's not a normal thing. But well, he seemed to have one.
호랑해.
He's always screaming at concerts and giving the members strength.
오케이, 멕시코 시티. 벌써 5회 공연입니다. 오드투 인 LA 지금 6회 공연입니다. 여러분 모두 파이팅 하시고 아주 죽여버려. 하나, 둘, 셋.
저 같은 경우는 이제 멤버들이 이렇게 다 이렇게 조각같이 또 잘생기고 막 그랬으니까 좀 눈이 좀 이렇게 10시 10분으로 이렇게 돼 있어요. 찢어져 있어요. 그걸 좀 어필을
지금 알람을 맞춰놓으신 거죠?
눈을 이렇게.
10시 10분에 정확히.
네, 그렇게 10시 10분 호십니다. 이렇게.
10시 10분 후십니다. 이거 이런 거 좋아요.
정말 지금 몇 시?
Oh,
뭐겠어요? 다 같이 지금 몇 시?
He is pure chaos. We never know what he would do next.
I didn't know that. 10-10. Because of his, yeah. I think in KCON LA 2019, Hoshi trended worldwide because he went missing trying to find water, and their staff was looking for him everywhere minutes before they had to perform. Okay.
His members often say he is insane and gets himself in the weirdest things.
태양을 피하고
태양을
싶어서요?
피하고 싶어서 혹시?
뚱두둥둥 뚱두둥둥 나도 민기야! 뭐야 얘 방금 무서워 나는 내가 쿱쌤을 좀 의심하고 있었어가지고
야, 나 진짜 명백한 게 생각났어.
뭐
저번에 우리 마피아 할 때 민규가 저번에 나랑 해가지고 그때 마피아가 아니었었잖아. 근데 제가 큰 활약을 했단 말이야. 그래서 제작진분들이 내가 봤을 때는 명분을 만든 거야. 쟤를 이번에 마피아에서 네가 성공해라 하고 어때?
그 추리 나도 약간 인정을 하겠어.
이거 거의 강요 아니야? 괜찮지? 일리 있어. 형 무서워. 좀만 줘.
내가 곰곰이 생각해봤는데 찾을 때도 그렇고 약간 맞는 것 같기도 해. 왜냐면은 내가
어떻게 진짜 딱 들어맞아. 이게
You know, I think really creative people like well, this is a wide generalization, but like they seem to have tendency to like be in one of the two categories a lot. Yeah, one is very reserved; they don't talk much. They look like they're very thoughtful. You know, a little introverted. You know, and they come up with some crazy stuff. And then there are nutty ones. You know, usually these nutty ones were like a little bit childlike and a little bit eccentric, a little weird. It seems to fall in one of these two categories, and I believe 17 has both of them. You know, Woozy on one side and Hoshi on the other, and yeah, they're both a little weird in a different way.
왜냐면 내가
But he's also really cute. What a duality.
호랑이 power, yeah yeah. 호랑이 power, yeah yeah. 나는 노래 불러, yeah.
And let's not forget one of his solo performances.
You guys probably have a hard time reading this, but then you guys are all carrots, so you guys know what he's saying. He's going for like a in touch, like a girl crush concept. Girl crush concept usually done by women. You know, it's like a woman power thing stuff. Because he thought, you know, there wasn't a defined line in what, you know, what men or women should do. You know, so that's pretty cool. And he doesn't look feminine doing it. That's the point. He looks really sexy doing it. I think it all depends on like who's doing it and how you're doing it. I think when I first saw, like, for example, like Prince for the first time, it was the oddest thing. Because, well, he was wearing blouse, he was wearing makeup, he had this Jerry curl like hair, I don't know, just weird hair. He was wearing high heels, and so overall he should be looking really sissy and gay. Now, I'm not saying it's good or bad, it's just that's what I would have thought. But what surprised me was it was like how he was singing, how he was moving. I never thought, I don't think anybody really think he looked, you know, after knowing him just a little bit, you know, watching him perform just a little bit, you don't think he's feminine. It was just him. In a lot of ways, he was really masculine. And that's a weird thing, you know, like if you can pull that off, I don't know how someone would, but he did, for example. And I think, you know, that makes him special. I mean, it's just weird. I just thought it was. He's like, oh man, it's like he's. First time I saw him, like he was singing like Purple Rain and stuff. I'm like he's really cool and masculine. It was just awesome performance, but I never thought it was feminine. Never entered my mind.
He is one of the 3 members of Buseok Soon.
No.
This makes him one of the funniest members in 17.
애플망고. 어? 애플망고. 애플. 에픽하이.
Epic High? Oh, Epic High.
야, 오늘
Epic High is one of the original, you know, the rap-based group.
뭔 짓이야? 야, 저기서 또 이런 감정이 나오지? 멋있다. 거기 옹졸하게 해줘.
형은 눈로 합시다.
눈? 눈. 와, 진짜 야, 잠깐만. 더 가까이. 좀 더 가까이, 좀 더. 이거 누구 닮았는데?
찬이 아버지. 엄마! 어머니 같아. 호시 엄마! 호시 어머니 같아.
잘 봤어. 저 인자한 미소.
He is not very good with technology, and often says he doesn't know how to use a computer or his phone.
그거 사진 저장해야 돼. 다른 이름으로 사진 저장해서.
파워포인트 한번 해볼까? 오늘 이거 어떻게 한 거니? 여기 있다. 이거 다 돼 있구나. 추가 어떻게 하는지.
여러분 잠시만. 이거 뭐야? 안녕하세요. 잠깐만요, 여러분. 다시 끄딱 킬게요. 미안해요.
That's odd.
제발. 소리 나와요? 들린대.
들려요?
이게
이게
블루투스 맞네.
호시가 블루투스를 켰는데 그게 이어폰에다 연결돼가지고 소리가 안 들렸던 것 같아요.
근데 그게 갑자기 왜 연결이 됐지?
He loves Shiny so much.
Man, I haven't seen. I thought every, you know, MZs or young people these days. I mean, they live with their phone stuck to their face. Well, so do I, but you know, it's just I thought there wasn't anybody who was, you know, having problem with like, you know, tech stuff. It's not even tech stuff. It's like Bluetooth, phones, computer. I mean, it's just everyday thing for us now. But it's odd that he has problem with it.
His first album was a Shiny album, and it's one of the reasons why he wanted to become an idol.
샤인.
Oh, Shiny.
샤이니 형들을.
저는 알고 있었죠. 좀 친해요, 호시랑. 밖에서도 보고 이랬는데
집에도 와요?
집에도 온 적도 있고.
집에 간대요.
근데 진짜 어느 정도냐면 세븐틴 팬들이 세븐틴 사인회를 가는데 저희 야광봉을 사서 호시한테 선물을 해요.
팬분들, 세븐틴 팬분들이?
세븐틴 팬분들이. 너 샤이니 좋아하는 거 다 아니까 이거 이렇게 막 저희 굿즈 있잖아요.
그리고 진짜 팬이니까 그 성덕이네 성덕.
그리고
자, 10년 전이면 2008년이죠.
2008년도에 샤이니 선배님들 나왔었거든요.
그쵸? 5월 25일 1월쯤에 이제 데뷔를 해가지고 누나 너무 예뻐로 아주 핫 데뷔를 했었지. 2008년.
He's a 4th degree black belt in Taekwondo and was a Taekwondo champion as a child.
초등학생 때 태권도를 시작한 호시, 아니 권순영 어린이. 뛰어난 실력으로 전국대회 휩쓸고 다닌 촉망받는 태권도 선수였습니다. 뛰어난 태권도 실력으로 중학교 진학 당시 여러 학교에서 스카우트 제의를 받은 권순영 어린이. 하지만 어린 순영이는 운동부가 되면 짧은 까까머리를 해야 하는 게 너무 싫었다고 합니다. 그러던 중 품새라는 경기를 위해 태권 체조를 배우게 된 호시님. 태권 동작들이 음악에 딱딱 들어맞는 것에 희열을 느끼며 춤에 빠지게 됐습니다.
Next,
That's a fun fact. I mean, how many people started from Taekwondo and then moved into dancing? That's interesting. Huh.
in Taekwondo and was a Taekwondo champion as a child.
초등학생 때 태권도를 시작한 호시, 아니 권순영 어린이. 뛰어난 실력으로 전국 대회 휩쓸고 다닌.
Okay, he was, one of the top top kid in the 전국체전. What 전국체전 is like national. 전국 means all of Korea, all of the areas. Because they're the regionals and then there's the national. So if he was even in the nationals as a taekwondo fighter, I mean, he wasn't just oh, he's pretty good, he's black belt. No, he was one of the most competitive in Korea, period. So that means he was pretty darn good when he was in grade school. Even, I mean, he was young, but he was freaking good. You have to be, because anything national level, that means it's very competitive.
총망받는 태권도 선수였습니다. 뛰어난 태권도 실력으로 중학교 진학 당시 여러 학교에서 스카우트 제의를 받은 까머리 태권 체조를 배우게 된 호시님. 태권 동작들이 음악에 딱딱 들어맞는 것에 희열을 느끼며 춤에 빠지게 됐습니다.
Well, that's why he has no problem with like acrobatics and stuff, because you do quite a lot of that too. Very interesting. Yeah, did I know that he was like a Shiny fan? I mean, Shiny they're an awesome group. I think they did a comeback recently, but like there was some, they weren't all healthy. They had health problems and stuff, and that was kind of sad.
Next is Jun, or Wen Junhui.
문준이.
원준hui.
He is one of 17 Chinese members and the old.
What? Moon Junhui. Oh, that's Korean name.
문준이.
원준hui.
Junhui. Okay.
He is one of 17 Chinese members and the oldest member in the performance unit.
96. Shenzhen. Sorry guys, I'll just keep stopping. I just wanted to know what I'm looking at. For 1996, so 27. Shenzhen. Hui's. Okay. About 3.5. That's pretty good. That's pretty long. Okay.
Welcome to my last world. 이제 멈출 수 없어. Do you want me? Do you want me to set you free? Don't be afraid. Don't say no more. I just want to set you free. Do you want me? Do you want me to? We're burning my limbo. A dream in a dream, sweet dream. Burning in my limbo. A dream in a dream, sweet dream. Burning in my. A dream in a dream, sweet dream. Burning in my limbo. A dream in a dream. Escape into my limbo.
Well, his vocals are surprisingly good. I mean, he's dancing and he looks the part, but his vocals were darn good. Didn't know that.
除了你都不在。我不是一定要你回来，想我。
He's a child at heart.
아! 야! 야! 너도 한번 맛봐봐. 야 문준이 지금 재미 많이 들었다. 야.
준이 지금 신났어 지금.
쟤 절대 몰라. 절대 몰라. 진짜 아예 몰라. 미안해. 준이 형 잘했어. 준이 너무 좋다.
너무 귀여워.
바로 그거야.
좋아 준이.
아주 좋아.
자 플레이.
자 플레이. 자 김민규 선수 1등으로 계속하기 바랍니다.
NC 뒤집어야겠다.
아, 네, 뒤집어지고 있습니다. 아, 네.
아 우리 뒤집어졌어요.
네, 전체적으로 빨간색이. 아, 파란색 조슈아. 아, 좋습니다.
재밌다.
오.
안돼 나는 안 뒤집어질 거야. 나는.
아, 네, 문준이 선수 굉장히 즐거워하는데요.
재밌다.
네, 문준이 너무 재밌어요.
아 문준이 좋아.
아 재밌다. 나 준영이 재밌으면 그걸로 됐어 진짜. 오늘 하루 이상한 못 느끼셨습니까? 준씨 뭐 이상한 걸 낌새 못 느끼셨어요? 안 느꼈어요.
안 느꼈어요.
전혀 못 느꼈어요. 뭐 이상했어. 이렇게 멤버들이 대놓고 준 씨를 우승하게 하려고 하는데 어떤 생각이었어요? 내가 잘해서 그런 거 아니야?
귀여워.
근데 이거 시청자분들이 보면서 캐릭터도 보면서 진짜
준이가 귀여워할 것 같아.
너무 준이는 이렇게 순수할 수가 있나?
이거 준이 입덕 방송이야.
자, 준이의 순수한 모습이 너무 잘 담겼어.
색판 뒤집을 때 재밌다. 자기 잘하는 줄 알고 너무 기뻐하고 막.
He is an incredible dancer.
타오르는 날개 황홀함에 그려 dreaming 촬영의 순간은 영원히 남아 입술에 깨물고 있어 이 순간이 진짜인지 더 깊은 꿈속으로 스며들어 Welcome to my last world 이제 멈출 수 없어 Do you want me? Do you want me to set you free? Don't be afraid Don't say no more I just want to set you free Do you want me? Do you want me to We're burning my limbo In a dream Straight dream Burning in my limbo In a dream Straight dream Burning in my dream In a dream Straight dream Burning in my limbo In a dream Escaping to my limbo
He's very shy around new.
You know what? He's like when he performs and when he sings, when he dances, and how he actually is. He's like really innocent and like childlike. You know, just very clear soul. You know, he seems like, you know, his how he smiles and how he talks and stuff. It contrasts quite a bit, and he's a bit of an introvert. Okay.
我是刘惜君，然后今天就是来，
当场嘉宾我是。
所以你们，他们说你们知道我们要来呀，但是不知道是谁，
我不知道
对对
是谁，对。
是我。
等一下，我等一下，什么情况？只有你一个人来了吗？
啊，其他人我不太清楚。
啊，是吗？
对，不要那个紧张。
哎我
们做一起吧。
我有点尴尬。
没有尴尬，有什么好尴尬的？
对。
He is very cat-alike and loves animals.
Yeah, he was just lost. You guys do know they're speaking Chinese, right? And yeah, let's see.
제가 어렸을 때부터 강아지, 고양이, 거북이, 토끼, 그리고 물고기, 오리 같이 다 키워봤어요. 와.
Oh.
그림 교실 제가 항상 그리는 그림과 이제 이렇게 위부터 귀 그리고 다시 내려와서 이렇게 하고 여기 하면 이제 몸 완성했어. 괜찮으시다고? 이 상태에서 표정이 그냥 편한 대로 하시면 돼요.
He's incredibly good at playing the piano.
흩날리며 떨어져 너에게로
Pretty good.
이 손가락이 피아노를 걷는 게. 와.
그만해.
Ooh.
He's great with spicy or sour food.
그런 거 찾으러 다녀요? 어때요?
저 많이 찾아요. 네, 진짜 많이 찾아요. 중식당 같은데 딱 들어가서 먹자마자
먹는 거 좋아하는구나.
와 고향 진짜 고향에서 먹는 맛이랑 똑같으면 진짜 행복해요. 이 소스 진짜 맵죠? 이 소스 진짜 맵죠?
네요. 눈물이
잘 먹는 사람. 그래, 준영부터 합시다. 준영이 신과 좋아하거든요. 먹고 체하지 마시고요. 연예인이란 거 기억해 주세요.
준비.
시작. 시간 많아요, 괜찮아. 나이셔.
됐어.
아유.
완신대 레몬의신이다, 레몬의신.
세븐틴의 레몬다리.
맨날 레몬 옆에 붙어 있어.
Oh man. No, I just I hate. Okay, sour is okay, but you know, like lemon, I can't handle him. Oh man. I had goosebumps just thinking about. Ugh, he's just chomping it. That's crazy.
미스터 하나도 완신대.
아니 아까 전에 준이랑 애들 몇 명이 밥 먹으러 갔어. 근데 갈비탕을 맵게 해달라고 하는 거야. 청양고추를 넣었어. 청양고추.
오케이.
근데 먹으면서 야 안 매운데? 또 허세를 부리는 거지. 허세를 부리는데 또 아주머니가 고추 좀만 더 드릴까요? 아니요. 그래서
매웠는데
제가
허세. 그러니까 말할 때 이미 이제 말할 때 혼자 하나도 안 매운데?
하나도 안 매운데?
매운데 이제 멤버들 앞에서 안 매운 척.
Even when he constantly behaves like a child, Jun has a very empathic personality and he is very good at comforting people.
这样做下去，我可能会拖累更多的人。
一直做不挺好的吗？那要拖累什么的？
就真的就不要那么想，就拖累什么的。要是真的是觉得我要是不满意什么的，我也一开始不会选你，是不是？就有什么就说出来，就说出来会好很多。也不要觉得你说出来是对别人有负担，就是你真的说出来，就是我们也不会有那太大的负担。就是你要是真的觉得就不想，就是真的像你说的，不想让我们有负担，就是不想辜负我们的话，就真的就是把你的情况什么都告诉我们，因为就是我们不知道你什么情况的话，真的我们会更慌。深呼吸。
Man, he seems really earnest. You know? Very soothing, very earnest, very honest.
Pre-debut he used to be an actor.
In China? I'm guessing.
媽媽，做乜接飛機啫？你識玩咩？你係邊個？傅金寶，你叫我十仔都得，因為阿爸話我執翻嚟嘅。咁玩潛烏龜啊！
And since 2021 he went back to acting.
Ah, that was so cute. No, because here, at this point, he's speaking like all the other places. He was speaking Mandarin. You know, like that's the main, so-called the formal language of in China. You know, they also call it like, you know, Beijing Dehua, which is Beijing language. But here he's speaking, you know, the Guangdonghua, which is spoken in the Guangdong area, you know, like, you know, places like Hong Kong, you know, the southern area, Shenzhen. So and him speaking, you know, the Guangdonghua, it's cute. It just sounds very different.
你係邊個？傅金寶，你叫我十仔都得，因為阿爸話我執翻嚟嘅。咁玩潛烏龜啊！
And since 2021 he went back to acting.
In Chinese TV, seems like.
He's just a simple person that gives off a very positive vibe.
나도 준영이 제일 안 맞는 거 같고. 예, 진짜 준이 형은 약간 완전 1인자.
특이 캐릭터. 스트레스 안 받으려고 본인이 노력하는 거예요? 아니면 원래 자체가
그냥 말을 안 들어요.
까먹어요. 네.
까먹어요.
까먹어요.
저도 이거랑 좀 비슷한 것 같아요.
약간 왼쪽 들어가고 오른쪽 이렇게 바로 나가요.
아니 그래서 단순한 사람일 수도 있는 거거든요. 난 이게 되게 부러운 거야.
맞아, 단순.
스트레스 많은 사람들은
정말 초단순에 갈리죠.
Next we have the A.
So he's a very simple type. Well, I wouldn't say simple, but anyway, there are people who seem to be, you know, who doesn't stress out, and I am personally so very far away from that. Yeah, I get stressed. I think too much. I get stressed out too much. But anyway, I think we'll do the other two guys on my next cover for super long 17 guide, because it's super long. I don't mind. It's so far it's really cool. I'm learning a lot of stuff. Now, I have to say something about these Chinese members, man. See, I have respect for these guys. You know, like they don't even hire Chinese people anymore in idol scene. Like Hype, they just, for example, Hype, they didn't even try. And I'm sure many of you guys know what's up with it, but I want you two guys to know, you know, it is hard for these guys too, because I mean, your family and everything, all your family members and your friends and everybody, your parents, they live in China. And let's say if they're pressured to say certain political things or do certain things. And you know, if you don't do it certain way, that I'm not saying they're being, yeah, but it's not easy to be, for example, non-political, or you know, because they could be a very good asset in propaganda, or you know, the thing is, it must have been pretty difficult to kind of veer away from that. You know, don't get into that, just be a performer and just stay away from it. Just, I know for a fact, you know, it can't be that easy. Secondly, there's a, you know, money wise, oh man, China is a huge market, you know. If you have the popularity, just being in couple shows, or you know, they would actually make more money than being a performer in, like, an idol in Korea. I mean, just like couple years, they could make a whole lot more money than, you know, having a total big Korea in Korea as an idol, because the Chinese market is so huge. There's regional stations, huge, and I mean, it's bigger than most countries. You know, these regions, and there's a national and national TVs like CCTV. I mean, the market is just crazy big. So if you have pulling power, you know, if you move over there, you can make a lot of money. Now these days, you know, the lately it's not so, because of the government's control over, you know, it used to be, you know, K-pop stuff or Korean stuff, you guys get out of China. Okay. But then now it has got to a certain point where even people from Korea, even, you know, Chinese people who, you know, like these guys, it is, I heard that it's more difficult to go back to China and become a performer or something, because they're shunned because they are from Korea. But I mean, not so there's a varying degree, because, you know, the policies change and everything changes. But at this point, all the Chinese members here, I know that they're also pretty popular. It seems like, you know, they're in a lot of, they sing Chinese songs and they're in Chinese TV and stuff. But it is, you know, it must have took, they have the loyalty to stay with the team, and I think that's cool, man. And because there are so many other idols who have left Korea, you know, kind of almost breaking up the team, or just breaking all the contract, and as soon as they get, you know, a little bit of fame, they just leave Korea, or the company team they didn't care, they just went to Korea. And you know what, leaving is fine, but you know, many of these Chinese past idols, they go past certain, they cross the lines they shouldn't in some cases, you know. They call Korean War 항미 원조. That means in Chinese, like, against America, you know, to save, you know, to help out, to be against Americans, that type of a thing. And they describe Korean War as, you know, that South Korea invaded North Korea, and that, you know, it was because Americans and South Koreans were, you know, we were the ones who were trying to take over. And so that's why China helped out North Korea with, you know, the Russians to save them. Now that just goes against well, reality for one. But you know, like once you go start saying that kind of stuff on their like SNS, and I know the government is behind them, and sometimes they might not have had choice, but I think that it just if these guys never cross that line, they never probably would. But like once you cross that line, you know, it's just yeah, I mean it is no, because it was a big deal for Koreans, and you know they accepted these you know, the Chinese idols as one of the teams, like here, you know, you can see in 17, and then you know turn around and say stuff like that, and it's not only sad, but it just you know, it just they crossed the line. I mean, they were you know, it's like what would Chinese like if I, you know, if all the Korean idols start saying, you know what, Taiwan is the real owner of China, these, you know, or something like that. It's just, or just flipping the history or things like that. You know, it's just not cool, man. Anyway, so I do have more respect for Chinese members of the groups who are still around, because I mean, from my memory, last 5-10 years, there's been a lot of changes. You know, the political scene, cultural scene, and the relations between China and Korea has been changing so much. But through it all, you know, I'm sure there were pressure at certain times, or you know, they could have been blinded by you know money offered. I mean, I know there must have been a lot of stuff, but these guys never made us stink or any problems. They're always part of the team, you know. So I think they deserve a little more respect on that side, you know. Anyway, thank you very much. I probably talk too much as usual, but that's who I am. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.